for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
I challenge you to reach out to us. I'm going to challenge you. That's right. We're all about challenges here. Just like the fitness challenge we all just finished up. That's right. We're done. We lost 250 pounds in our office in 60 days. Love you to vote for us. Go to Facebook and hit Afterburn Fitness and hit Final Photos and vote for Team 48 and Team 20. That would be awesome because it's part of our overall score, believe it or not. And you'll see the Team 20's kicking our you-know-what. You guys have fans out there.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But, yeah, it's really cool because we really worked hard. Gino, how much weight did you lose? 40 pounds?
40 pounds.
40 pounds.
Yep.
Shannon, you killed it. She lost 20. I lost 33.
Scott lost 50.
Scott lost 50.
Michael 55.
Michael 55. Body fat I got down to 4.8%. Never do that again, hon. Don't worry. My wife was about to disown me. But it was really good. Speaking of some cool stuff, we're all doing a mud run at Castaic. Hopefully you're joining that.
April 13th.
April 13th, that's right.
That's
doing the
Merrill
mud run.
Down and
We're
Dirty mud
also
run.
going to be promoting our boot campaign. We got this really cool campaign that we're behind to help support our vets. It's called bootcampaign.com. You should check it out. Again, bootcampaign.com. Our entire, regions on it. So if you do everything you purchase on this website, whether it's boots, we're talking real combat boots. We all have them here at our office, and shirts and all kinds of really cool stuff. And it supports the vets. It helps them out when they come back, whether it's counseling, whether it's housing, whether it's financial aid. It helps them so much. In fact, our goal is to raise $30,000 and help put a vet in a home mortgage free. And we're going to be pushing the boot campaign at the Castaic Mud Run. We're going to be pushing it every week. Also, on May 17th, we're heavily behind with Afterburn Fitness, our second home, is the Push-Ups for Charity. That's right, Push-Ups for Charity on May 17th. It's going to be held right at Afterburn Fitness. And we'd love you to be part of that because it's going to raise a ton of money for the boot campaign. And then after that, we have our annual Michael Hoffman Foundation for Children's Cancer annual poker tournament that I get to help chair. I'm very proud of it. Rob also is always involved with it with my sister. And May 31st, we're actually going to hold it locally this year. Usually we have you head out to the desert to Diamond Gyms, but this year we're going to hold it locally at Velocity Sports, so you can just go right down the street. So put it aside. Saturday, May 31st, Michael Hoffman Poker Tournament. It's a fun tournament for an incredible cause helping out. Unfortunately, over 280 families dealing with childhood cancer. Yuck. So make sure you reach out to us. Again, go to donandgino.com. A lot of our info there. Email us, donandgino@gmail.com. There's a theme here. Or 855-DON-GINO. There's a way to get a hold of us because we're here for you to help you out with your financial dreams, your success, and our community. And Rob, you actually have your own charitable organization you're working really hard on too.
Tough to compete with all the organizations that you represent, but you.
I drag you in on all this stuff. You know that.
You do indeed, but I drag you in on some of mine. I represent an organization called the Schwartz Scholarship Fund. It is a statewide college scholarship organization. We provide money for incoming juniors and seniors who are getting ready to go off to college. The applications are free and online at schwartzscholarshipfund.org. That's SCHWARTZ, scholarshipfund.org.
And if they can't spell scholarship, they shouldn't apply. Wouldn't be prudent. All right. It's a great organization, and we got some great events planned. I know we have another. We'll probably do the wine tour again.
Absolutely.
And then Rob and I are working on another. I get to be. I'm very proud to be on the board or the chair, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you would call it.
You're just the skinniest guy on the board. That's all you are.
So we'll be putting together another event. We're not sure if it's going to be a dodgeball game or wine tasting or something. But
Dodgeball was a blast.
Dodgeball is a blast. I think we're going to do a dodgeball campaign. What do you think?
We're behind it 100%. Whatever you say, Don.
Okay. Dodgeball is so fun. Anyways, before we leave, Rob, why don't we touch on at least two more hot topics regarding financial aid and tidbits for your child or your grandchildren and how to help pay for college, because these are great tips.
Absolutely. Now, we've got 27 different financial tidbits and pointers that go out to our clients We're going to touch on two more.
27.
27. We have
You
two
give
more.
one that
for you.
already was huge.
Hey, we only aim for the best. So the very first one, this is actually for students. So students, I hope you're not listening because you should be in school right now. But parents, convey this information to your kids. Student income and assets are taxed at a much higher rate than the parents' income and assets by percentage. So students, be aware of this number, $6,000. If your income in a year goes above that number, the federal government, when you complete your FAFSA and you say, I've made X number of dollars above $6,000, they're going to want 70 cents on every dollar you make above that threshold.
To go towards college.
They say you
They
have the
count it
money,
towards college,
you're the
basically.
one going to college, that's what you can afford to pay us. So every time you make a dollar above $6,000, you're going to give 70 cents of that back to that college. So you might want to think very carefully about how you're apportioning your hours as you get closer to the end of the year. Maybe you tell your employer you've got some midterms coming up or you have a project and you can only work a few hours this week, but watch that $6,000 number.
All right, that's a great tip. Who would have known? Again, there's no way you know these 27 tips. You're
I
just
don't know.
going at this blindly.
I don't know how many parents are going to relay that to their kids. Kids are going to be like, see, I told you I shouldn't work.
That's a good point. You got me on that one, Gino.
or they can twist it the other way, Mr. Glass Half Full. You can make it as much as $6,000, Johnny, so do it.
That's right.
That's what my dad would have done.
That's
Gary,
more
you know my dad.
That's more
huh?
likely
No
that
doubt
they're
about
not
it.
My
working.
dad would have been going, I want you to make $5,999.
And
Oh,
99 cents.
Exactly.
And he'd hold you to that last
Yes,
dollar.
he would. Yes, he would.
All right, this last one, this is a very, very important one. This is for the parents, and this one leads generally back into your neck of the woods, boys. Holding large debts like credit cards do not help your financial aid picture, as I'm sure you can imagine. If you have the ability to absorb that debt by taking out an equity line on your home, you are far better off, not only because the interest rate will be far lower than your credit card, but the home debt does count in your favor on documents like the FAFSA.
See, a good tip. I know Gino's going to jump in on the equity loan portion because he's an expert at this. But what's nice, Rob, is you're enlightening all of you out there that there's a difference on how the debt is counted. A lot of people think debt is debt, and we try to explain that every week when we're here on the show. That debt is not always debt. There's good debt and there's bad debt, and you're explaining that having a bunch of bad debt, which is credit card debt, doesn't actually help them out with their financial aid situation.
Colleges do not recognize it in any way, shape, or form. So not only do you have this bad debt that you still have to service as a parent, but there's no ability for you to then defray any equity that you could have borrowed in your home. They will still come after that as a possible borrowing source.
I got to tell you, there's 52 different ways I can slice that. I'm thinking about a few of them now. So give us a call at donandgino.com. You can find all of our information or call us by phone, 855-DON-GINO, or send us an email, and I'll go over strategic ways to utilize your equity for your FAFSA planning. And I'll get back with you on that, Rob, and we'll connect and make sure we get the right strategy in place.
Sounds great. I appreciate it.
I mean, that's a good point. There are numerous ways to go at that angle, but it depends on your particular scenario. And you notice that Gino didn't go, here's what you do. Your particular scenario, every one of you out there has a unique scenario, and we do an incredible job of asking the right questions and giving you the right analysis and the right options to help you actually achieve your goals. That's what it's really about. It's not always about the lowest rate. It's about achieving your goals and becoming a resource for you. Rob, you're an incredible resource for both our show. Thank you for coming on and always being prepared.
I'm honored. Thank you.
How can they get a hold of you one more time?
Rings in my pocket, 818-359-3779, or visit my organization at eurekareview.com.
Always great information. Thank you again, Rob.
Pleasure, guys. Thank you again.
Rob Schwartz, Director of Community Outreach for Eureka Review and Independent College Counselor with Total College Planning. Don't go away. We are going to explain more about the spring fling and why you need to take action now in the real estate market or you will lose. We'll be right back. Don't go away.